Hey everyone, it's your fearless leader. I'm JJ. Welcome back to another episode of, you guessed it, the Ability Warriors podcast. Today I want to talk about something that might be a little bit uncomfortable, that might be a little bit marginalizing, that may be a little bit divisive, but I truly believe that the topic that we are going to be talking about today is needed to be talked about and is something that is near and dear to my heart, and that is what is going on in the world with the coronavirus. Yes, all the deaths and all the despairing stuff that is coming out on the media about Black Lives Matter and about all the indigenous people and the injustices going on there. That is a negative aspect of this coronavirus. But I want to flip that coin a little bit and talk to you guys about I don't want to dim the hurt and the pain and the suffering and the real, truly dark underbelly of all this. But I also want to shed light on how, at least for my community, for my people that I am connected with, I want to shed light on how coronavirus has impacted us and how it's impacted the way that we live our lives, the way that it is easier for us to do daily things, how it is easier for us to be normal and not have to book 2 weeks in advance just to go for a 2-hour trip to a friend's house, to a doctor's office, to a meeting, and where we can put all of our focus, all of our brain power into what is given to us. And I find that so helpful, and I'm very passionate about it. And yeah, I might be divided in saying that. Like, people may not agree with the fact that I think Corona has opened the accessibility window for us just a crack. Like, it's made my life, I know, so much easier. My stress level, it's heightened because obviously I don't want to get sick. and either do any of my friends, either do like any of my family members, and I don't want to transmit it to anybody, obviously, but I've found at least 5 good things that have come out of this. The first one being accessibility and social media. Like I said before, we're not running around trying to book things, and financially it's so much easier because we're not spending money on our transportation services. We're not spending money on trying to eat out because we can't get back for our calls. We're not trying to rejig our schedules so that we don't miss meal calls and we don't miss personal care calls. Like, it's so much healthier and so much more adaptable for us, and frankly, it makes me feel more normal living in this time than before COVID. Like, I know that's gonna be an unpopular opinion, but that is what it is. Like, I have thrived. Yes, I had a bunch of stuff lined up for 2020. I just started coming into my own. I had finally had a year of being on my own, mentally, physically, all of them. And I finally decided that I need to get out there and I need to take advantage of this opportunity while I had it. And before the world came crumbling down with this horrible disease that was taking over the planet, I was ready to get out there and mingle and talk to people and start building my own community so that I could stay here and I could feel like I belong somewhere. For the longest time, I have never felt like I belonged anywhere. And for once, I was really starting to get that fire under my tush, and I wanted to show the world and myself that I could do anything if I put my mind to it. I was gonna do so much. I was gonna travel on my own, which I still plan on doing once the world is safe to do so, but as of right now, I don't think anybody plans on doing that. But I had so many big plans, and things are different and things are more restricted, but they're also more available to us. They're more like, hey, you can be here, you can grab a link and jump on with us and get the mental help that you need. You can jump on with us and have virtual coffee hour. You can go to a virtual game night, which I plan on doing tonight. You can go to a D&D group in Detroit and not have to leave the comforts of your own home. Like, you can go so many places, and you can like, I signed up for this dance seminar in October, and if it weren't for the state of the world, I would have to spend a lot of money just to go dance and meet a bunch of people. Mind you, I was totally willing to do that. I was willing to meet a bunch of empowering women that were in chairs and learn from them and grow from the seminars that were being taught, and I was gonna figure out a way to do it on my own, and that wouldn't stop me. But then things changed, and I think honestly, they changed for the better, because now I'm paying a much more reduced rate, and I still get to participate for 2 days, and I don't have to worry about hotel accommodations. I don't have to worry about, like, getting somebody to care for me. I don't have to, I might have to worry about that a little bit, but at least I'm a part of it still. And at least I can just zoom in and zoom out and know that it'll still be there. I don't have to, like, be there physically if I'm not feeling up to it. Like, I can just pick and choose. And that's the glory of it. Like, I know so many people are gonna come at me for glorifying COVID, and that is not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to say that, yes, there's negatives to this COVID situation, but there's also many, many positives if you think about it. Yeah, I have my days where I'm like, I just want to hug people, I just want to be able to go about my life and mentor kids and do what I can do. But honestly, I can do that and more, and take care of my mental health while I'm at it. Like, I can do much more than I could pre-COVID, and it's a wonderful thing. And, like, I can do doctor's appointments in the span of 4 minutes, when in actuality, it would take me at least 3 hours, like, there and back, when now it only takes, like, me coming out of my balcony. That's my commute, and it's very centering and very grounding, especially when I have my therapy. And I can go in my backyard, or I can go to the park and I don't have to be in a room. And I told my therapist this the other day. I can let my guard down more now. Like, not being in a room with them than I could when I was physically in person with them. And I think it's been a real eye-opener because I'm an ambivert. So that means, like, I like being social, but I like being also in my own bubble sometimes. And this is why online and these virtual platforms are amazing for that, because I can still be social, I can still see people, but I can also shut it down when I've had too much, and I can be more focused on the task and being in the moment than before. Like, there's so many benefits. So, and to empathize with you guys that don't agree with that there's any benefits, I agree that we have to wear masks, and that's a pain in the butt, but it's necessary for us to stay safe, and the hand sanitizers and all that good stuff. But it's also where was I going with that? It's like we have to take the precautions to make sure we don't have another outbreak. We have to do everything in our power to make sure that we don't spread it, to make sure that we keep each other safe, especially for the more vulnerable of our population. And that's probably most of you guys listening. And I don't know. I said before, like, I have my days where I just want to run up and hug somebody and not wear a mask and do all the wrong things, but I know that this will be around for a while, so I might as well make the best out of it, and I might as well make connections the best that I can and live the kind of life that I want to, just in a more adaptive, accessible way. And I think that's been my goal for, honestly, my whole life, 29 years, to make people like us and people of color and of different races and of different orientations more visible than keeping us hidden. And now I go online and yeah, I see the hate and I see all the bad stuff, but I also see people banding together and realizing that technology and COVID go hand in hand. It gives you so much more freedom. Like I said, I have a class in LA in October that would have cost me a lot, and I'm able to go for a reduced rate, and I get to make my own schedule. Like, I'm still gonna stick to their schedule, but I get to stay in the comfort of my own home, especially if something goes wrong. I don't have to pay for the medical travel. I don't know what it's called. The medical travel thing. You guys know what I'm talking about. When you travel, how you have to do all that. I don't have to do that. And it's given me a lot of options. And I can Skype in or Zoom with my mentee when I start at the schools. Like, I can talk to them and mentor them and do everything that I would in person, just with the least amount of pressure on me and on them. And I want to be able to keep my focus on them instead of, oh, when's my transportation coming? When's my lunch? Yeah, that may have been the way it was before, in the before times, but now it gives more people a chance to be in the moment, to see the world around us, and to be more aware of all the issues, and to be more conscious of the way that we connect with people, to be more conscious of the topics that we're putting out there, to be more conscious of the faces that we see on a daily basis, to be more conscious of, well, tomorrow might be your last day. So just thriving in the time that we have, the connections that we built, the family, chosen or related, that we want to connect with. And I've seen a whole bunch of people reconnecting because of this, knowing that our time is short. And yeah, we knew that before. We knew that time was short, and only the universe knew when our time clock was up. But now we're even more unsure, and we want that reassurance, and we want that stabilization. And so, yeah, you probably will ask a whole bunch of questions in the comments about, like, why am I focusing on the positives? Why am I not expressing the negatives to this? Like, why am I just sweeping it under the rug? And I'm not. I'm fully aware that this world is ever changing, and sometimes the worst places that we can be in life bring us the most perspective. Again, the worst places in life bring us the most perspective. And I think that's gonna be it for my little tirade rant. But as always, I want to self-promo and tell you guys about a friend of mine here on YouTube, Minnie Mancino. She does a vlog type gamer channel, and she's also on Discord. She posts Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and either Wednesday or Friday she does live streams. Right now she's doing Ocarina of Time and Splatoon. They're funny games. You should really go check them out. And just enjoy nature and enjoy what the universe has to offer you. And if you ever get down, just drop me a line down in the comments. And as always, I post Monday through Thursday through Sunday. So you can look forward to hearing my voice then. And I love you all. And just remember that this was my opinion on the coronavirus. This is not fact. This is just what came to my head, and this is what I want to put out. So I hope you all got some nuggets of wisdom from it, and I hope you guys can appreciate the perspective that I gave. And if not, feel free to state your opinion down below and we can have a friendly discussion. I don't want any hate comments. I don't want any you're just sweeping everything under the rug. You're not being sensitive to all the issues. And I don't claim to be sensitive to all the issues. I don't claim to be up on all the issues. So if you're gonna come for me and roast me, that's fine and all, but it is freedom of speech. So I will give you that courtesy if you give me that courtesy for my platform that I've created. So I love you all, and I will see you in next week's episode. Look forward to hearing your feedback, and I love you so much, and we will talk soon. Alright, your Ability Warriors leader is now out.